what led you to the chamber, and give us some of your background.
Yeah, so my background is in marketing. I actually own my own marketing company called Lavender Marketing. I started that back in July of 2022. But I've been in marketing for about 7 years. I've worked with the Artistic Bean, Martin's Heating and Air, Ashley Air, and I worked with Bud Anderson in Northwest Arkansas. And I did a little bit of work with the Razorbacks on that one, so that one was a lot of fun. And so, yeah, I'm a Crawford County native, and I love working for small local businesses in this area and helping them grow and succeed. And so I started my own company back in July of 2022, and I joined the Van Buren Chamber, and I started going to different events for the Van Buren Chamber, which I've been involved with the Fort Smith Regional Chamber of Commerce. I've been involved with the Rogers Lowell Area Chamber of Commerce. So a lot of different ones throughout the area, but I got involved with the Van Buren Chamber, trying to be a little bit more local to my home area, which is Natural Dam, Cedarville area, kind of bringing it home. And that was my goal with my marketing company, was to help the small local businesses that don't really have a voice. So in Natural Dam, Cedarville, Mountainburg, all of this rural area in the River Valley, or really it's the in-between of the River Valley and Northwest Arkansas, they kind of get left behind because nobody's really talking about them. You know, it's difficult to promote a business by using advertising agencies in Fort Smith or in Northwest Arkansas, because they're not hitting their target demographic with that.
So what do you think the challenges are for this, for your job itself, and then for the Chamber of Commerce? What do you see as maybe a few of the challenges that you're facing?
Yeah, so I think that the biggest challenge right now is that during COVID, everything kind of shut down, and the Alma Area Chamber of Commerce kind of went to being ran by its members and its board of directors. And so right now I've got kind of a clean slate to build off of and build something brand new. And so I think that our biggest challenge, being where we are, is that we didn't take a hold of the opportunity when I-49 first came in. And so we kind of, you know, with the growth of Northwest Arkansas, that growth didn't extend as far south as Alma. And so with the connector coming in, I think that this is our opportunity to really build on the foundation that we already have and become so much more. And my biggest goal with that is to help the local businesses that we have here currently, the small businesses, the mom and pop shops, help them get their foundation to where whenever all of this growth comes in, they already have a strong enough foundation that it doesn't hurt them, it helps them.
I think you touched on it a moment ago. My next question was, with the extension of I-49 from Barling to Alma, you've talked about it a little bit about how big this is going to be, but how big is this going to be?
Yeah, this is going to be huge. So the city is planning for it. The chamber's planning for it. You know, we're all planning for it. And so my goal is to kind of become a resource hub for the community, for travelers, for businesses, for potential businesses, potential people that are coming into the area and want to live here. So my foundation that I'm starting with is kind of being the resource hub for everything that's out there. And then also have all of the information on possible grants and real estate opportunities and all of everything, all of the potential that Alma has, and what the traveler, the resident, the potential business entity that wants to come in, I want to have that information when they call me or when they email me asking, hey, what is it about Alma? Well, here, let me tell you. Growing up in this area, I know I know the surface level, but there is so much more to it. You know, you only see a small little bit of what's going on. And so there's so much, even just being in this position for 4 weeks, that I've learned already about the
That
area. And so it just, there's a lot.
that must be the exciting part about this. You're a month into this and you've learned so much already.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. And I've always been one that I never want to stop learning. I always want to keep learning. And so whether that's something completely new or just adding on to something that I have already learned.
Beth, thank you so much. Best of luck. And I'm sure we'll be keeping in touch.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you.